Now, I'm going to be completely honest here. It does pain me to make this review slash rant because I really did want to like this film. I really did. But unfortunately, I just wasn't a fan of this. I think that this film has a lot of problems. Now, for those who know me well enough, you guys know that I do love dinosaurs. But this, I just couldn't get into. I don't know what was worse, the CGI or the acting, because both weren't that great. So recently I decided to watch Jurassic City. Now, I don't believe that this is connected to the mainline Jurassic universe, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, those movies. I don't think that this is connected to those. This pretty much tried to be its own thing. And I've watched a few of these low to medium budget dinosaur films, and they just didn't really do a whole lot for me. I think that these films have a lot of problems. I imagine it's pretty hard to make a dinosaur film without a higher budget. Like, again, the CGI I thought was terrible. Especially in this movie, Jurassic City, I thought the CGI was awful. The way the dinosaurs looked, I don't know what they were thinking with that. I mean, look, I understand, as a filmmaker myself, it's not easy to make a film. It's really not. Between, the scheduling, just getting everyone together, and the multiple takes you have to do, it's not easy to make a film. I get that. And I'm not really mad at the filmmakers per se, because, again, I know how difficult it is. But it's just like, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. There's many things that they could have done to make this look a lot better. Like the dinosaurs themselves. You mean to tell me that you couldn't have gotten a suit? For the dinosaurs? I mean, I guess more than one suit, but that would be a lot of money. I imagine the budget for this wasn't really that high. So they just CGI'd the dinosaurs. But it would have looked a lot better, and I probably would have enjoyed this film a lot more if they would have had dinosaur suits, just guys in a suit, Now, those dinosaur suits that you see online, I do understand that those go for, $1,000+, sometimes more than that. So maybe they just didn't have the budget for that. And the acting, I wasn't a fan of the acting either. I thought the acting was mediocre at best, and the characters themselves weren't that memorable. Now, I think this film has some decent ideas. I do like the idea of a dinosaur film that's taking place in a prison, because a lot of this film does take place in a prison, which I thought, okay, that's kind of unique. That's pretty cool. Like these characters have to survive and everything, in the prison and everything. So that's kind of cool, but I just felt like this could have been done better. I feel like this really could have been done better. And again, it probably would have been better if it had more practical effects, but it just doesn't. And there's also scenes in this movie where you think to yourself, am I even watching a dinosaur flick? Because there's a lot of parts that really do focus way too much on the human characters. The actors. That if you were to just look at those alone, you wouldn't realize that this was a dinosaur film, And I think this is the issue with a lot of these low to medium budget dinosaur films, is that they don't know how to make them. They don't know how to make dinosaur movies. I just think without a really high budget, you really can't do a dinosaur film right. Either way, I wasn't a fan of this. I felt like they could have done a lot better. I don't know. But Jurassic World Rebirth is coming out very soon, and I am looking forward to that. I imagine that will be better than this. Again, no offense to the creators of this film. It's nothing against them, but I just felt like this could have been a lot better. So if I were to give Jurassic City a score, I would have to give it maybe an average or below average rating, maybe like a 4 out of 10 or something. Again, it does have some good ideas here and there. Like, I think this film has some, cool enough ideas, but it could have been done a lot better, especially, again, with the CGI and the acting. I don't know what went wrong with this, but it is what it is. I mean, if you're curious about it, check it out for yourself. It should be on Tubi, so you can watch it there. So, yeah, but yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It's just pretty meh. It's a pretty meh movie. So, let me know what you think. Have you seen Jurassic City? What do you think of it? Are your thoughts similar to mine? Feel free to let me know. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care and have a good one.